We are waking up for the first time in our new motorhome.
Worst night's sleep of my life.
But there's no need to use any of the facilities because we have our home with us. Hi, motorhomer. Welcome to Cornwall. And there's lots of rattling going off behind us. So there's our sea view from the outside. Well, that was a nice fun vlog. I'll leave it all in and all instead of cutting it out.
Getting good on swearing out.
Coming off in here.
How's the shower?
Small.
How's the shower?
Very small.
Welcome to a new vlog. We are waking up for the first time in our new motorhome, the Elddis Autoquest 155. And let me get the camera. With anything new, we're just getting used to it all. So we knew the shower was quite small in this model, but we wanted that so that we got more living area, so we're just getting used to the shower. I've had a shower this morning and I've christened the toilet as well. And it is a little bit tight in there, but because we've come from a small camper van, it's still luxurious to us. Even though Taylor, our camper van, is fabulous, she's amazing. And Nick did mention, well, maybe we could keep her as well. And we could just sort of like get us friends to use her and come along with us and stuff like that. But no, if we will be selling her or getting rid of her at some point. But anyway, even though she is beautiful, obviously this is a big upgrade to a motorhome. So even though it's small, it's great. What's Nick doing now? It's nice that it's got its own bathroom. Obviously in Taylor we just had a shower, but the sink's in there, all our things to get ready on a morning are in there. So it's nice that you just go in there, close the door, and then everything's in there. You have a shave, you do your teeth. Obviously in Taylor we had to do our teeth over the kitchen sink, which you could do in here I suppose as well, if there were two of you getting ready at the same time. But it's just nice, you can close yourself off in there and get yourself ready. And then come out and you're like, right, done. And then I can get over onto this lovely habitation area, they call it. And it's so spacious over here. So we've had a coffee this morning. I put the little table up, put my coffee on there. We haven't put the table up this morning, just I couldn't be bothered to be fair. Nick put it away last night and I'd just done a bit of editing on that sofa this morning. I turned that around then afterwards and I made sort of like be better doing editing there. In the future we're going to look at sort of like creating a table area here, maybe one that comes up from here and comes around so that I can just sit down, pull it out and do some editing without having to get that table, which isn't great, out, but we'll see. So that is the view out of the window this morning. The sun has been out, but getting a little cloudy. I had a really good night's sleep. Nick didn't, but I'll let him tell you about that when he's out of the shower.
Worst night's sleep of my life. It was even worse when we slept sideways in Taylor, mainly because the mattress is the shittest mattress I have ever laid on. It's like laying on feather pillars. You just sink into it.
I thought you were brilliant.
Yeah, because you were pinned in the corner, you didn't sink anywhere. So if I sit here, it literally goes down to the floor and I slope off. So I'm actually having to use my feet now to hold on. So what I think I'm going to do is when we get back, or even before we get back actually, is measure the dimensions of the bed and get the people that made the mattress for Taylor to make us another one. It's called Custom Beds, with a orthopedic top, because I like a mattress rock hard, and this is just too squashy. It's literally going from about that thick down to that when I'm sat on it.
I was so comfortable and cozy.
Yeah, because you were laid like a snake. I had his head, his feet and his ass all at the same time laid on my side, like all four corners at bed.
I told you we could have gone, if we'd have gone with the layout with the two single beds.
You never mentioned it.
And then we'd have had the full shower room at the back as well.
We've had the aircon on this morning as well, just testing things. We've lost about 5 to 6% on his battery, and we're creating a snagging list. We've got a couple of issues. The charger that charges the batteries is only putting out 10 amps and it should be 25, so I need to look into that. And this TV will no longer stow away because when we got here yesterday, the bolts in there and the other side were all loose. And now I've tightened them up. It's really stiff, the bracket, so we struggle to get the TV in for a start, so we may have to lower the whole thing depending on how we get on. And secondly, these screws here were from the old bracket, so this doesn't fully flush up to that, so the pin that holds it in place doesn't work. So we need to go to B&Q and we need to get some of these bolts that have got a flathead on them. So that's going to be his first job this morning. But for now, it's secured in with sponge in these different places to stop the TV from moving.
Definitely nice having a separate shower area, bathroom area. I love it.
The toilet was a bit... not that I haven't used the toilet yet, at least christened it. The shower, very small compared to Taylor.
Yeah, but we knew that.
We've been spoilt with Taylor.
We knew that. It was either when we was looking for motorhomes, it was a cross between this or the Swift 464, which
with a massive bathroom.
Huge bathroom. But this is just so much nicer than the Swift 464.
And you lost this corner, so the door went across there, so it was very tight and very compact.
I like the
like looking at yourself.
Look, I wouldn't have seen that. Oh, frig's sakes! Why?
Well, what is it?
The deodorant.
We shouldn't space too much on.
Right, I'll have to get that off now.
Right, we need to drop that back off at the pub.
Yeah.
And then we need to go to B&Q.
Finding it very unique as well that I don't actually, if I don't want to, I don't have to go outside of the van to drive off. Because obviously we had the cab closed off, so I can just come up here and sit down. But I am actually going to get out because I want to show you where we're parked again. So this is where we parked, the old spot in what's called the Gloucester Old Spot. And they let you use this field, or if you've got a smaller van, there's 2 RV spots there as well, one there, one there. And then I saw on the reviews that a lot of people use this field if it's not waterlogged, so we just got ourselves parked up here and had a nice night's sleep. Very quiet, very peaceful, and we're ready to go on our way.
B&Q Cheltenham now.
Right, as Nick said, first stop is B&Q Cheltenham for some of these bolts that he needs, and then we're heading down to Looe in Cornwall. Our friends Tracy, Neil and Faith. Hang on, there's some traffic coming. Our friends Tracy, Neil and Faith. Oh, can you? Yeah. Right, you're clear now. Clear now. Clear. Friends got there yesterday. They're staying.
Turn left onto
Oh, does Faith not now?
No.
So we're going to
Neil and
surprise
Tracy
Faith.
do.
They're staying in a lovely Airbnb, and we're going to join them for a couple of days later. But we want to do some testing of the van, so we've done an off-grid night last night in this car park.
Tonight will be on grid.
I would definitely recommend this place, and it's on Brit Stops. So if you have the Brit Stop app, and how much do we pay for that for the year?
£33 for the year.
£33 for the year, and it's got loads of different pub stops all around
Continue
Britain.
on A4019 for 3/4 of a mile.
Listen to all the creeks and what have you, and farm stops and breweries and all sorts of stuff like that. So you just pay for the year, and that was our first Brit Stop, and it was great. When I phoned them, she did say, "Do you want us to book you in for a meal, because it's like customary to go for a meal, get food or drinks?" And I said, "We're not bothered about a meal, but is it okay if we just come in for a couple of drinks and stuff?" And she said, "Yeah, that's fine." So when we got there last night, we saw the last vlog, we went in, got a drink each, got some crisps, and I think that was about £15. So it cost us £15 to stay there. Now
There's no obligation.
There's no obligation. But it's kind of customary just to thank them, obviously, because they're providing somewhere for you to stay, which is a lot cheaper than a site. So we booked onto a site tonight with all the facilities, all electric, water, showers, blah blah blah, because we want to try the hookup on this Elddis Motorquest. Autoquest 155. We want to try the hookup, all sorts of stuff like
Turn
that.
right
So
onto Willybridge Lane.
we've got a place in Looe where we've actually stayed before, so we know it's a nice campsite. We stayed there last year in Taylor, and that's cost, was it £80 for 2 nights?
It was expensive actually.
Yeah, £80 for 2 nights, but it's not too bad because we're staying 2 nights with Tracy and
Continue
Neil
on
as well.
A4019 for 1.5 miles.
So I had a little drive as well back then, but I've got some editing to do, so I swapped back over. My first drive of Elddis. So to B&Q
Continue
first,
on
and then on with
Willybridge
this
Lane
journey.
for 1.
Your hair there's a miss, but you don't mind. You just laugh, let it fall where it lies. Coffee's cold, but we take a sip, talk about nothing. Let the morning slip. Oh, it feels.
Right, Nick's just been into B&Q over there. He's back and he's got his little toolbox out.
You know it come in handy. Always take your tools when you go somewhere.
Yep, so he's just going to try and fix this before we head off.
I just needed, if you have a look, you can see that the screw heads on here, they're actually flat-headed. They're countersunk, which is what we needed. Right, that worked. So it was the case of that being too thick and it been hitting the stand. So I swapped it for some countersunks and the lock's gone in now. So that's sorted. Just need to get the sponge in now for when we travel.
While we're here, Nick just nipped to Home Bargains and got us a mat for the door because we're having this carpet down. When you come in with your feet, we're struggling to sort of like not get us shoes on the carpet. So
I got two.
We weren't sure which one we liked. Nick was sending me photos.
Well, we've got a spare,
Yeah.
so lots of fluff on this car.
I know, I need a little hoover. So,
Right, so I think we'll go for that one.
that's homely.
And put that one.
That's. I thought, did we not bring a brown one?
Yeah, we did, but that's better because it matches that. So you scuff your feet here, and then you can come in and walk on this one.
Let summer sun on quiet tracks. Oh, it feels like
Are we going in? Are we going? Are we going?
No.
We're going in?
No. Are you hungry?
No, I am, but I'm not
We
bothered
do
about
have
going in.
bacon sandwiches in the pan if you were that hungry.
Gloucester services, we're just passing it out, one of our favourites, but we're not going in
It only
today.
seems like last week we were in there. It's about 3 weeks ago.
We're hungry! So we're stopping at Taunton Dean Services, but there's no need to use any of the facilities because we have our home with us. So we're going to make some bacon sandwiches. Nick bought some bacon yesterday and some bread, so we're going to just use those, have a cup of tea, and use the facilities on board. Right, we're oiling the pan, we're putting the bacon in.
We just had a gas lockout.
Yes.
It's our first gas lockout. Because we shut the gas valve off and then the van checks, you get air trapped in the pipes. And it wouldn't clear and the fridge wouldn't start and this wouldn't thing. But there's a little reset button on the gas tank at the back. So we pushed that, but that wouldn't restart, it was flashing. But anyway, we've
Sorted now. Apparently it's a common problem, I just googled it. So we got these little sort of, what do they call them? Flatbread type things. Thins, I think they call them, Wallen thins to put in the bacon in. There we go. That's first little service stop.
We can't get in.
This table's a pain in the ass.
Have you put it upright?
Yeah, well I think so. It's nice when you sat there though. I just wish it were like a permanent thing on a thing.
I
You
can
could
make
just
one, but
push out away. That's bacon. Looks a bit fatty to me.
oh, I love it. Although it slides around a little bit.
Oh, well, maybe put some gripper rods on it.
It's got an no, it's already got an anti-slip back on it.
And look at this knife that we got yesterday from
Tipless,
Boys. Tipless, so it's safer.
so you can't stab somebody with it.
I mean, I'm sure you could if you wanted to, but...
You should be able to get that stabbed in.
Yes.
You can't even cut meat with that.
It's a multi-purpose knife.
It's a paring knife.
Lee's
just going to do a bit of washing up and then I'm going to show him how all the electrics work in the van because when we're driving he keeps having to like check the batteries from it to make sure things are charged and he don't understand what amp hours are and volts and wattage and all that kind of stuff.
I'm going to give Nick a lesson in tidying up and washing up because he doesn't understand that.
Same as you don't understand cooking.
Right, we're on his way again and we have just entered Devon.
I actually remember passing that sign when we came on the last road trip.
I didn't think we'd be back down a couple of weeks later, did you?
Well, as soon as Neil said come down to Looe,
We were like, yeah, I kind of knew we'd go as well. Hi, Motorhomer. Nice views here in Devon where we are, boating lake there by the looks of it, maybe a canal there, lots of fields with cows in. And what's the temperature just hit? 22 degrees. I think it went up a little bit.
Been higher.
It's been higher, hasn't it?
Yeah,
It's beautiful out
very
there.
windy though.
Right, I've just entered Plymouth not long since. There's a dry ski slope.
You've been one of them in Harrogate.
Yeah, if you fancy a bit of
I did it years ago.
dry ski sloping. And there's a Sainsbury's with a rather unique designed front. So we're just going over the Tamar Bridge, which has been here since 1961 apparently. Oh wow, look at it down there.
Oh, yeah. So that, I've been watching a TV programme that with Rob Bell,
Yeah, oh
like
yeah.
on bridges, and he talks about Brunel quite a lot.
Lots of yachts, little boats and things down there. So I'm not sure whether this is a toll bridge or not. We'll see when we get to the other end, but it looked like they were paying when they were coming this way.
Okay, France.
So look at all the boats down there.
Feels Cornwall-y,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Welcome to Cornwall.
As if I knew we were just entering Cornwall. I could tell from the boats.
Right, the last 5 minutes, as we knew would happen,
The roads have turned to shit.
the roads have got very tight and there's lots of rattling going off behind us because of the bumpy roads. But are you looking forward to getting there?
Yeah.
It's not too bad though so far, to be fair. As long as they stay like this, then we're absolutely fine. A couple of buses have come past so far. Right, here we are. It's a Caravan and Motorhome Club. It's called, what's it called? Looe Camping?
Looe Caravan Motorhome.
Turn right,
Club.
then turn left.
Oh, and there's that
Turn
one that
left,
we've been
then
following
turn
for
left.
ages. The Remor or Rymor, however you call them. So we've just got to pull up on the left to check in. Have to go in front of him maybe.
Is he going to move forward?
Take the next left.
No, you go in front of him. So the new arrival lane here. We'll just pull over here.
In 200 yards, turn left.
Thank you, Dougal. And we'll just go and check in. I can't even remember noticing that before. Nick's just gone to check in. There's a swimming pool here. Maybe it wasn't open the last time I came. I doubt we'll get time to use that anyway, but there is a swimming pool. Right, so we are in, and here is the shower blocks and things like that. We are just filling up with some more water. And then we've got to go back around again and then just choose our pitch.
Facing forwards.
What do you mean? Oh, like
Side
that?
on, yeah.
Yeah, it says we're exactly straight.
Both?
Yeah.
Both bubbles?
Yeah.
Looks like it's going
And
that way
it-
slightly to me.
No, it says. Well, the top bubble is slightly out, but not much.
Let me have a look.
You'll be coming down here with your shoes
I
on.
can see the tilt that way.
Not according to this.
Bang on.
And out of the window, we can see the sea down there. And when we were here last year, we were parked just there, I think, where that caravan is. Right, we've got on us pitch and we are just unravelling the electric.
Being whipped by it.
Now, when we first started using this, a lot of viewers said you must uncoil it all because it's dangerous to have it coiled up because we didn't unravel it all the time. We do now. And then...
Right, so.
oh, we can... Now we're on electric hookup, we could even put aircon on.
Exactly. So what you do, chuck your cable through the door into that little gap there. So then nobody can steal your lead because it's locked in your door like that.
That's good. And then the other side goes over there. Setting the TV up.
Just be nettled and all. Right, we're all set up and we've just put all the blinds down because we're going to head down into Looe. Tracy and Neil are going to meet us there. We're going to meet in a place called the Golden Guinea, which was a pub that we found last time we went. We didn't even know the name of it until we watched our video back the other day to see where we'd been and what we'd done. But it's a really nice pub, but it's got an upstairs, like multiple upstairs bars and decks. So we're going to meet them there. Faith still doesn't know that we're coming down, so we're going to surprise her.
So there's our sea view from the outside. So you're getting really big spaces here. So if you've got an awning and all your tables and chairs and stuff, you've got loads of space. I don't know what that is, fire extinguisher point. More people coming in. So loads of pictures to choose from here at the moment. Then that's your shower block and what have you. I remember washing up there last year in there. So we're just going to head to town, so I think we're going to be eating out tonight, so no washing up, thankfully. Right, we're all set in, we've got our key fob. You have to go and pick your pitch and then go tell them where you are, and then they give you a key fob. So we're walking down into Looe town.
We'll get a lift back with Neil and Tracy, we think.
Their Airbnb is only 1.5 miles away, but seeing as I've only done 314 steps today, because we've been in the van all day, we wanted to walk down to town and get our steps up. And
if I remember it rightly, it's a right steep hill going down as well.
Yeah, it is.
And we've had something delivered to a local co-op, an Amazon locker, so we need to pick something up.
All right. Yes, so a little thermometer for the van, which we have one in Taylor, and we want one in Elddis because we've no idea how warm he is, like inside. It is warm today, but now we're on hookup. We can put the aircon on to nicely chill it for a bit. So we're not sure where we're eating. We're going to meet up at a bar first. Ow!
I mainly want seafood.
I've been nettled myself now. Lots of nettles, be careful. So we're meeting at a bar where we went to last year. The weather wasn't amazing when we were here. I remember it being, ow! I've just been nettled again myself. I remember it being a little bit breezy, but we found this bar called, it was on multiple levels, what was it called?
The Golden Guinea.
The Golden Guinea. And it's on multiple levels at the back.
It's a normal pub at the bottom.
Yeah.
But upstairs it's like almost like a street food bar, but it's just like, they do all the ciders and things like that.
Lots of little different garden terraces and stuff like that, so we said we'd meet those guys there. So I can't remember how long this, how long does it take to walk down?
Half an hour.
Half an hour, that's not too bad.
Right, it's going to take us 35 minutes walk to get to the Golden Guinea from where we are now.
Just looked it up on Google.
Yeah.
Looked it up on Google.
And I remember when we came last year, there was a place on the left here just called is that the Copy Shack?
The Coddy Shack.
Coddy Shack.
Fish and chips.
Is that all it is?
Yeah, fish and chips.
Frick that. It looked like a really nice restaurant actually, I'll just show you it.
But you said you wanted seafood.
Yeah, but when I say seafood, I didn't want fish and chips. I want something like sea bass and scallops and lobster and that kind of
This is
stuff.
the second time in as many weeks that we've been down to Devon, and Nick's wanted
Cornwall.
seafood. So we'll see if you get any this time.
We're not going home until I get it this time. I actually can't believe that we're back so soon when this was not planned at all. This was Neil said that they were going down and we said, oh, we're taking Elvis on trials.
You know what it feels like? It feels like...
Oh, I can taste it. I can actually taste the fly.
Lovely.
He's eating some shit.
Ooh. Lovely. Well, that was a nice vlog. I'll leave it all in and all instead of cutting it out.
Yeah, good on doing that.
Well, there you go.
You've actually seen it fly in my mouth.
Your first taste of Looe food.
Yeah. I'm putting a mask on now.
As I was saying, it feels like when we have one of our expected Florida trips, unexpected Florida trips that we book out on a whim, and we get there and we're like, we can't believe we're back. And it kind of feels like that, doesn't it? But with Cornwall.
We had no expectations of coming down here. We were just going to do a local trial in Elddis, like a couple of nights local, just to test everything.
I'm glad we've come down.
Off grid.
We love spending
and it was
time.
Neil that said last weekend, come down to Looe, come down to Looe.
We love spending
and we
time
were
with
like,
those guys.
no, it's too far.
And
we both knew that had happened.
Yeah. Talk about a steep hill getting into town.
It's burning my feet from the friction.
We just met some lovely viewers, so hello to those guys if they're watching. They got back from Disney yesterday, Florida.
We were there when the wides were there.
And they just drove
I haven't
past
even
us.
seen the wides yet.
No, we haven't.
They've been working.
Yeah, and they drove past us and stopped to say hello. They've been to Epic Universe, and it were red hot. Right, here we are at the front of Looe and the harbour. Big car park over there where we parked Taylor last year.
I think the tide's in.
Is it?
Because all the boats are floating.
Yeah. So we're just heading on here into town and get to the pub where I fancy a lime and soda.
And
a glass of red wine. Oh, you know you're back in Cornwall.
God.
When you see all the
Cheese and
pasties.
onion
Oh, look at that.
sausage roll.
Heart pasty, I want that.
Cheese and onion sausage roll.
And Rodder's clotted cream. I'm hungry now. We've not really had out to eat today. Well, we had that bacon butty. So we're actually going to come down and properly explore tomorrow when Tracy and Neil's working from the Airbnb. So there's a Guildhall market there. Is that Salt Rock? I hope so. I love Salt Rock.
I want them shorts that I couldn't get last time in...
Is it Salt Rock? Oh no, sea salt, not Salt Rock. No, that's sea salt, that one then. That's not it then. Oh yeah, Salt Rock there. Love Salt Rock. But we're going to do some proper shopping and exploring tomorrow. Oh yeah, I can already see lots of t-shirts I might want.
Did you find a co-op on my Amazon?
Cornish pasties, Cornish cruffins, Cornish coffee, Rollis fudge. Co-op, are you going to get your parcel now or? Go and get your parcel. And then we'll, as I said, we'll probably explore tomorrow. And here it is, the Golden Guinea restaurant, and it looks very unassuming from the front. And then we went, yeah, and then we found this garden bar, and we're going to surprise Faith now as well because she doesn't know that we've come down. Obviously, Tracy and Neil do. Oh, it smells nice. That food. And then all these levels are all different garden, beer gardens and what have you. Hello. Well, I'd jump if I saw Nick in front of me and all. What's that? Dog's ball. Hi. What a nice place.
How bizarre is this?
Right, we've had a nice drink at that bar. It's lovely. I had a red wine, and now we are going to just have a peruse around the town, see what's open and see what we fancy for some food.
Wait a minute, nothing's open.
I'm sure it will be. Oh, I remember this here, saying this was your shop before.
We filmed that, I'm sure we did.
Yeah, I did. I said this was your shop. Old guys rule.
Yeah.
So Looe is the filming place of the BBC programme Beyond Paradise. So if you watch that, you may recognise some places here. Look at this boat just coming in here. We've never watched, well, we watched one episode the last time we came here. We watched an episode just to see if we could recognise things that we could. Apparently still been made, it's on season 3 and it's all filmed around here. So you may recognise it if you've seen that programme. Called the Black Swan for food, and Nick's stuck to his guns and got seafood. Oh no, wait, he's gone for lasagna.
Wait a minute, what seafood options are there?
Fish and chips.
That's not seafood.
Scampi.
Scampi, I would rather eat feet.
Do you know what? They haven't even got fish and chips. It's not on the menu, they've got the fish.
Even though there's a fish and chip shop right there, we came into here because we were sick of walking around. There's nothing open. It's one of those places again where you walk around and nothing's open.
So we've gone for nachos with chili con carne to share with. And Nick's gone for lasagna and chips. I've gone for a small light bite for my main meal.
What are you having?
Chicken goujons.
Kids meal. This is it's a main meal, but we've got it as a starter to share between us. But my God, look at that.
Wow.
Go.
Let me just try the
Dig in.
chili. Oh my God, very hot.
Is it hot?
Very hot. Like burning hot. Chicken strips for me.
I'm not bothered.
And a huge lasagna for Nick.
You'll have to have some of that.
It looks nice.
You'll have to have some of it. That's like a sandwich.
Because you want 3 meals between 2 people.
3 meals? I've had a half a nacho.
Nachos, mine and yours.
I've got 3 meals. That's 1.5 each. Never been as stuffed in my entire life. That was Lee's fault for making us have nacho starters.
3 meals, that's
We
why.
didn't have 3 meals. He's such a drama queen. We had one main meal.
Get running with this lot.
Yeah, right. I'll puke all over. We had 1 meal and shared it as a starter, and then we had a main meal each, and it was just, mine was delicious. It was lasagna, and chips, and garlic bread. Oh God. Lee had half of it as well, of course. Right, we're in the car. We're on the way, and Lee wanted to stop at a shop because he wants more food. So he's gone into Costcutter, like a local garage, just to get some snacks. I think he's going to get me a Snicker. He better do. If he doesn't, he's not going to get it banned tonight. Are you getting one, Tracy?
I really want one now.
So that's Faith sorted, and Tracy sorted. Just needs Neil to agree. You can get like a nice one on horse trader. I'll do it up for you. I'll get you off-grid capable, and if you want to change your cupboards, I'll change your cupboard colours for you and stuff like that.
I love the fact that we can have guests around.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Although it's just made me put the table away.
Comfy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like comfy with all of us in here. We're not like.
And I could lay on the bed here, and like, you just chat amongst yourselves.
Make a cup of tea.
Could do, yeah. Well, I would have a Snicker, but Lee didn't buy me one. What did he get me, Faith? Friggin' Jaffa cakes. I said I wanted a Snicker, and he's got me a packet of chuffing Jaffa cakes.
You love Jaffa cakes, so stop moaning.
Well, you're not having one.
He likes it hard in bed, that was just saying.
I like it stiff and hard.
I wanted to cuddle, but he's not having it.
Tracy's just trying out the bed. Nick's not keen on the mattress. I think it's super comfy.
It is super comfy.
I'll make my mind up tonight. The problem was last night we bought these pillows were like hotel pillows, and I used them to hug. And I've got an IKEA one with this as my head, and my neck was like really stiff this morning.
So whose side am I on?
Mine,
Please.
I have that. Because Nick likes to go out for a pee on a night, I don't.
I'm at that certain age. I know, even though I've been the same since I was 25. When Lee goes to sleep, nothing functions anymore. It just shuts down.
I go to the toilet once every hour.
Oh no.
Oh, I go once a night.
Oh no, I go every hour.
In fact,
for a
last
week.
night I didn't even go last night.
Oh
You
no.
always point out when Lee goes to the toilet when you're out.
What do you mean?
Whenever we're out anywhere, you always put it on the vlog that Lee's gone to the toilet.
Yeah, you do. I always said to Nick, stop filming me when I go to the loo.
I'm gonna film somewhere.
We've got the aircon on and it's beautifully cold.
I love it.
But we got this today from Amazon. Pick that up. It's 23 in here. So we need to stick that up. It's going to go there. So we can see how warm it is. Right, our guests have gone home. So that was very nice having them all around for half an hour or so. Nick's just putting the curtains on at the front.
Rag the frigging curtains down in a minute.
The tracks are not very smooth, are they?
They need to be WD-40'd. We're not putting the blinds on tonight, we're just going to draw the curtains.
It's still quite light out there. But
I'm tired,
we're tired. We didn't really have a good night's sleep last night, to be fair.
It was the worst night's sleep I've ever had in a camper van.
So we're just getting it cosy.
That's alright, you don't need the...
Well, no, I suppose. Unless, it depends how black, if they're like blackout curtains or how light it's going to be in the morning.
Oh well, just to get a bit
But we'll see. So...
Am I doing all these as well?
no, it's too early. Look how light it still is. The sun's only just gone down.
Good, and I'm ready for bed.
The sea's over there still. And I got a few snacks when I went to the shop. Nick's already had half of them.
What did you get?
Thingamabob's what you've been eating.
Jaffa cakes?
Yeah.
What else?
Oh, you won't like them.
What is it, friggin' nut bars or something?
Mint clubs. And a bounty.
Oh.
I just fancied something before bed, actually. It might be a bounty. What are you doing? Getting ready for bed?
Yeah.
Join us on the next vlog where we explore more of the campsite. Nick finds a new car he might like. and he finally manages to find his seafood.